Just going to do a quick practice stream firing an electric. Just need to log into my account. Alrighty, there we go. This, continuing on with Lorraine Electric, just had a bit of time. Probably stream tomorrow afternoon as well, depending on the outcome of the stream. Yeah, just want to refresh myself from the last stream. This boss is definitely a challenge, super aggressive, and I think particularly the start of the stream, it was an interesting challenge to try and heal in the fight. The opening sequence is a little bit interesting as well. I find it best to just not touch him for his first few attacks. He likes to show off his teleport mechanism pretty early. But yeah, last round he sort of concocted a way to more consistently heal. So if we just get a bit of distance, he tends not to react too much to that. There are a couple, there's one attack that we really have to be worried about, I find, when we try and re-engage. This attack, very difficult to dodge moving into him. We might have the opportunity to demonstrate that again here. Yep. It's pretty fine balance getting the distance right on that. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and run directly to the weapon. Very rough. I think theorizing ways to transition into phase 2 will be good. I did have an attempt where we go to phase 2 quite close to where starts, so we kill him in phase 1, and quite close to where phase 2 he would actually begin, and it's a lot easier to deal with him if you're quite close to him. When he does his long distance teleports, like at the start, I think it's a bit easier if you have the camera pointing directly backwards, because he usually teleports behind you. But if you do that in the transition phase to phase 2, you won't get to see where the magic missiles are, which is pretty critical. Like potentially what I could do is just run towards him with the camera pointing backwards and just dodge. The fortunate thing is, a lot of his moves in phase 2 are just the phase 1 moves. So, as you sort of accrue deaths, which is natural, getting back through phase 1 is good practice of phase 2. My eye from there. Bit of a mistake, but it's good practice. We'll just keep a bit of distance, see if we can bait out that jumping attack he does. Good enough. Gotta be careful not to sprint there. Yes, that attack, a bit nasty. Okay. That's right, I'll re-rock, try again. Not a bad attempt, 10 flasks, getting in that close is pretty good. I'd be keen to, well, this is probably, in terms of avoiding being hit, I'd say this boss has been the most difficult to avoid. Pontiff phase 2 is pretty hard, but and honestly, like Dancer is incredibly difficult. Depending on how you play it, the more I watch, the more I see that the really broken strat for Dancer is to stick directly behind her. Ooh, good guy here, which really bugs out her AI. So you can try that. For heaven's sake, I'll just heal the hog door. So this is definitely I definitely liken this run back to Dark Souls 2 level of craziness. I don't tend to punish that. He has a very fast recovery. Just easing off the attack there to regain stamina. I also don't tend to punish his weapon art. Okay. Damn. Got distracted on my phone. got low power mode on, which I probably don't actually want. Oh yeah. I what can I in? Yeah, Pontiff was a pretty intense fight. Um, Level one. Um, I would say that if you're not using Lloyd Shield Ring, definitely use it because you can get it before him. Or you definitely get it before him. Um, it's in the Road of Sacrifices, and that helps a lot. You know, just being able to tank some of the hits. Um, you can have a look at. I think I got a highlight for my Pontiff fight. I didn't do it with parrying. Um, it's interesting that a shield wouldn't parry him because you can't use the buckler, can you? No. Um, I don't know what the stat requirement is on the buckler. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, in that case, like if the wooden shield isn't going to parry, then um, yeah. Oh, that was pretty close. This is a very intense fight to talk in, but I shall try. So, phase 2 of Pontiff is very different. It's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, so I find phase 2 club and wooden shield. Okay, yeah. I definitely, you probably have discovered that blocking with the wooden shield is probably not going to help you. Pontiff is when enemy like bosses really start to become powerful, and I suspect blocking with a wooden shield does a lot of damage to you and eats all your stamina, so I wouldn't bother with that. But with my Pontiff winning run, I do the first phase with no damage. I sort of came up with a few rules for myself. Yeah, his first phase is legit. Like, it's actually quite challenging. I'd say that probably what you need to do, like with any multi-phase boss, especially if they're very different in the phases, and he is very different in phase 2, is just to focus on the first phase. Like, don't get too worried about the second phase until you've mastered the first one. Yeah. So club, I mean, what level is your club? Your weapon? So I think you should be able to get it to +6. Yeah, definitely. You might have to do a little bit of weird stuff with the crows and the dragons in High Wall of Lothric. Yeah, I mean, more damage always helps. And I think you can get it to +6. So, like, if you're willing to use like a wiki to determine where large shards are, that's probably a good bet. But yeah, I mean, yeah, if not, like, it probably doesn't really matter. This guy's a gank, it's terrible. Yeah, so I came up with a few rules for Pontiff. So I never, doesn't matter which attack he does, never try and punish anything he does with his blue sword. He always follows up much too quick with it. That's the first thing that became super apparent to me. The other thing that became very apparent is he does a bunch of, like, he can string his attacks in many different ways, but if he starts with a red attack, he almost always does another red attack on the follow-up. And typically, you can, if you end up behind him based on your dodges or your circles race, you can always punish his second red swing. Sometimes you can do a third. I missed a shortcut. Yeah, I was wondering that. I was asking chat last time and they didn't. No one was telling me. So after this attempt, I might get you to point me in the right direction because this is Dark Souls 2 level bullshit that run back. Yeah, so punishing the second red swing always helps. He has two like proper combos. He's like a spinning combo. It's a really short one. And he has his ridiculous combo. For the short spinning combo, you can punish that. That's another good rule I came up with. I have a YouTube account, which is the same name as the Twitch account. And if you're just interested in like a written list of stuff to watch out for Pontiff, the description of any of the Pontiff videos will have all the stuff that I'm saying. I don't know that yet. The big I should have seen that time. The really big sticking point I found with Pontiff. Yeah, okay, easy. The really big sticking point I found with Pontiff was trying to differentiate between his overhead slam, the one that makes like a bell noise if you're familiar with it, and really big combo. Because they start off really similarly. He lifts his sword into the air and he does like a growl, and it's like the same. It feels like the same wind up. So is a shortcut behind a illusory wall? I assume so, because I think I looked in that one. Oh dear. Yeah, it probably has to be. And this guy will fuck me off if he hits me. Yeah. Pontiff was definitely a challenge. I'd say that overall, probably up until that point, the most mechanically difficult boss of the trilogy. And oh no, here we go again. So maybe it's actually out here with these lads. Oh, okay. It is. Oh yeah, interesting. This probably takes us down to Lothric Castle. I don't know if there's a bonfire here, but I'm pretty sure there isn't. Is this even like? I don't even think this would be faster, unless there's an illusory wall here, because there are two. Nah, probably not. That's interesting though. I thought that this elevator would have to come up somewhere in Lothric Castle. Yeah, I reckon Pontiff definitely the most mechanically difficult boss they put in any of the trilogy, up until when you fight him. Alright, let's see what we can see with this guy. Damn, that one comes really quick. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, I don't love it when he starts off with his I shouldn't have backed away there. That was a bit of a mistake. Double punish there isn't going to serve me, I don't think, in the future. It's not good. I think that you can only double punish his thrust if you circle strafe it. But because he has so many fast, quick attacks, I think getting used to circle strafing that would be pretty hard. Because if you get it wrong, then you're doomed. Yeah, I don't know about that shortcut. I mean, definitely safer, but for the most part, this wind up hasn't been too bad. It's nice and quick. I just need to stay focused right at the end of this first section because those stupid archers. It's a bit close. Yeah, I don't really know what to think about this boss. On one hand, he's a little bit more forgiving than something like Nameless King. But he's far more aggressive. He's far more of a stamina management boss, I think, which is nice. Because I feel as though they haven't been able to successfully do that much in this game. As compared to Dark Souls 1 and 2 when you do that level 1. Those games are definitely the art of managing your stamina with the harder bosses. He's not being very nice to me here. Okay. I shouldn't have gotten too greedy and hit him there. Okay. Not a terrible position. We're starting reasonably close to him. It's a lot easier to deal with these magic missiles if you're nice and close. Bit late there on an attack. This is unfortunate. The fact that I have to heal again. I hope he doesn't do that magic missile attack. There's just so many of them. It's very frustrating. Kind of ran out of arena there. I also don't know if I really need to panic for all that much. I think the better trick is going to be to, once I know that I'm out of the way of his teleport, just to sprint. Or even like change direction and roll. So yeah, running out of stamina there and running out of arena is most likely what got me caught. Always nice when they just want to let me through. Healing right in front of his face there. Not great. This isn't a very good start to this fight. No, not a 10. Very disgusting. Have one more attempt to have a little break. I'd be interested to see what the difficulty perception of this boss is. Like, if I had a more hardcore weapon and, you know, a decent amount of health and good armor, I can't imagine this boss would be very difficult. It doesn't seem to have that much health and resistance. But he is very aggressive though, and sometimes, you know, sometimes that is enough. So I don't know if pointing this way is great. Only if he's doing that attack. It's a bit annoying when he idles like that. He's a fun boss, so I suspect that he's well at. Super frantic. Fairly cinematic. I like the mechanic with phase 2. It's interesting. That was nice. Always good to get a no damage in. I shouldn't have actually gone that way. I probably should have gone closer to where he was. Big shame that. He does telegraph what attack he's going to do out of teleport, so it's really no excuse. And it's something that I should be learning, but it's a really unique mechanic, and it's definitely not something I'm used to. I think I think there I started dodging way too early. But despite that, and as weird as it sounds, you have to dodge a lot faster when he does his big slam attack, as opposed to his what ends up being his double slash, which is typically what he will do out of a teleport. I put a heal there, but I didn't really get a read on what he was doing. Let's try and re-engage. I don't think I would rate, like, in terms of because this boss is a caster ultimately. I wouldn't rate him as highly as Aldrich, which I previously rated as the best caster boss in the series. Okay, so this is slow? No, okay, I read that wrong. I would like to hit the small one a bit more than I am. Interesting that the riposte, I mean, it makes sense, but it only affects the big guy. Shit. Okay, that worked out better than I had the right to. Fuck this position, seriously. Oh, that hit? Okay. Shit. Okay, this isn't too bad. Oh, what? Rough. I feel as though I was a bit ripped off there. I don't know. It's a bit strange. Yeah, that whole position was just trash. And the problem with that is that the temptation is to move away, but if you move away, he can follow up with that little magic missile attack. And that's by far the hardest thing to manage in that phase. Okay. Before I proceed, I might actually just take a little break. I need to charge my controller anyway. Okay. We have returned. Oh, no. I have to move this chair forward. Right. I'm keen to see how this run back goes. This could be a failure straight off the bat. The enemies have had a chance. Oh, for heaven's sake. I don't like it when that happens. The enemies have had a chance to move. So it could get a little weird. Nice. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, probably deserved that. There were quite a few mistakes there. I think that when I get the impression that an attack of mine is going to be late, particularly if I do a roll that's actually unnecessary, then I shouldn't go in for the attack. That's right. I don't think that's a sticking point. I think that's a big deal. But I feel as though we're close. It's still not an easy fight. But yeah. Weirdly though, I feel close, but if I compare it to when I felt close with like Dancer or Nameless King, I feel as though I haven't really mastered the fight as much as those. Maybe because it's a little more forgiving in a weird way. Like he doesn't have a density of attacks that are true one-shots. Phase 2 though, he does have more. Yeah, okay. Bit early there. Can't argue with that. Yeah, it'd be great to get through this boss, and then I think that all that will remain is a little bit more exploration of Lothric Castle. If you think about the Dragon Slayer arena, just a little bit of lead up towards that. If you turn back, you see the building that has the elevator taking to the bonfire and the door that goes inside. On the roof of that building, I think there are items, and I've yet to discover how to get there. My suspicion was that this area would provide the answer for that, but I'm not 100% convinced. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Bit annoying there, getting hit by a couple of things that I really shouldn't be. That's right. Okay, so we're starting really close to him. I'd like to sprint. Infinite stamina. Okay. It's sad. It's sad, but you know, getting through first phase with minimal hits, can't complain with that. And we're sort of dying to first phase attacks there as well, so that's not it's not anything that we can't, you know, we can't avoid. One thing I'm really keen to learn is if there are specific positions where he'll favour a teleport. That's not anything I'm going to learn in this playthrough, but I would be keen to figure that one out. That's a bit frustrating. But yeah, I wonder what this boss is like to do without taking damage. Because I think he would be a compulsory boss. A bit late there. That's a good attack to heal on. Wasn't super confident with my position there. Just keeping a good eye on my stamina as well. It's pretty typical from soft mechanic that you lose your lock on when you finish your pose. That was lucky. If he decides to do that and I'm too close to him, I do find it harder to dodge that particular attack. Both of us kind of missing inexplicably there, but I guess I'll take it. Yeah, so I did think that it would be that attack. That's good. Bit annoying that hitting me. Feels that they could have given me that maybe. Rewarding me for playing a little bit bad there, in my opinion. Bit annoying that hitting me, but feels are. Yeah. Not a bad attempt, but a bit frustrating at the end there. I think I've still got a bit to learn about healing in phase 2. He seems to be able to do his magic missile, and it even though it has a bit of a wind up, it does tend to catch me when I heal. And that was a downward spiral from there. The longer you spend, too far away from him in second phase, the worse. The worse your luck's going to be when it comes to him doing these awkward kind of magic attacks. Just pulling him into a better position there. Just not gassing myself. Ah, damn. Bit of hesitation. But for the most part, not a bad chunk of fight there. And it's sort of just like a case of the punishing nature of level 1. One solution, and if it gets to it, I'll definitely investigate this, would be to put on gear that, like, I think I'm mid-rolling anyway, would be to put on gear that has resistance to whatever type of magic he's doing. I don't actually have the magic stone plate ring, I don't believe. I'd probably trade damage for magic resistance. Because it is annoying occasionally getting killed by stupid things like that. That, I dodge most of the time. Then again, I think this way of, it being this punishing is a good way of learning the fight. Bit annoying. I think if you end up in front of him on his 2-hit combo, he'll actually follow it up. I think I've seen that before, but I haven't really put 2 and 2 together there. It's a really regrettable situation being right in front of that pillar. Got me. So what happened there was I decided that I wanted to disengage, and at about the same time, he decided he wanted to teleport. And he typically teleports behind you when you're a long way away from him. When you're sort of right next to him, I think he tends to teleport within field of vision. Ah, fuck. Bit sad there. Can't do anything about that though. So I'll have to see if we can make something happen here. Nasty stuff. Lucky there, I did gas myself with that last hit, so just pulling him away to get a bit more position. Trying to get out of the way of the pillar there. Don't mind this position either, going to phase 2. Quite close to him. Sometimes can be pretty safe. Oh, up and thumb slipped. That's right, looks like we did get away with it here. That was really tragic though. Just not getting the positioning right there with the... I was lucky there. It was a bit early. Decent attempt. I think though, even though it's not really the reason I died there, I don't really want to think about the reason I died there. He just doesn't do that attack often enough. I don't know what the tell is. But anyway, if the big guy is down to very little health, I don't think there's any point in letting him live just so I can get some extra damage on the small guy. If I kill him, I think I get 4 free hits against the small guy if I time it correctly. I think I can get 2 before the AoE and 2 after the AoE, which is a big chunk of damage on the little guy. I'm not entirely sure what happens when you just kill a little guy, but I haven't been able to do that yet. My suspicion is that the fight ends. I was lucky though. Yeah, that attack. I think it's going to be worth figuring out what the tell is for that, because it's got to be an almost instant dodge. I think one thing I'm gonna start trying to do is war cries. I'll trade a bit of damage to do a war cry. I don't know. Actually, war cries take might start before the fog war cry, and then potentially going to fade when the big guy dies. Oh, fuck off. Oh, that hit too. Nice. It's a bit of a late attack there. I don't know about that. I don't rate it. Really messing with me there. That's pretty rough. I did that a few times now in the first phase. Ridiculous. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so I did spend the time there. I don't think I'll be going into the boss room without looking at him from now on. Because it looks like he telegraphs his last overhead slam. Really bad heal there. That was a mistake. That was dumb. I mean, waiting wasn't just to gas myself, but that hitting me is a bit dirty. Yeah. Trying to heal there while engaged with him. Yeah, I get what I deserve. What I could do to heal is move behind a pillar. I don't know if that'll trigger a teleport, but it would keep me safe from his magic missile. Hitting me is just annoying. Game being incredibly mean to me. So we did open up that shortcut, but I don't want to have to take. I mean, it's basically the Dragon Slayer armor shortcut on top of another elevator. I think it'd be longer than this. Yeah, sometimes you just die. I think I will try and remember the war cry going in. Can't believe how quickly that guy aggroed before. Okay, so this will be a slower swipe. Good walk, right? Whoops. That's a bit unfortunate. God damn. Alright. Fuck. Damn. Took my eye off him. Lucky there. See if we can scoop out again. That. Don't like his position here. Suck a dick. Shit. Fucking ended me. The magic missiles, I think, just go on for too long. It's quite toxic, I think. I don't really think that it's balanced for doing it without taking damage, which is really ugly when you're doing level 1. But I think the attempts have become, on average, a lot stronger. This will be a fast attack. Yeah. This is just a shit position there. I think I need to remember that I'm almost always going to need to fall back into the arena. Very lucky that if he decided to as fast to attack that one, I absolutely would have been dead. Yeah, on the 2-hit combo, I have to be really careful about ending up in front of him. This has been a really bad attempt. Fast attack. Oh, misread it. That's fucked. Fast. I don't understand. That's right. I thought I could tell the difference between his attacks, but I don't want him to do that. I want him to jump towards me. Lucky there. Shit. Is this it? Is it done? Is it done? Oh, yes. Yes. Definitely don't mistake my silence with lack of enjoyment. I think that that's a super intense boss, and I really needed to concentrate. Holy shit. Alright then. Yeah, very intense. I would say that that's a contender for my favorite boss in the game. Um, I feel as though what makes it that way is that I was not able to perfect that fight. Most of the other fights, I would say that I'm very close to. I was very close to being able to perfect that one. There are a lot of mechanics left, I think, um, which I'm just supremely happy about. Yeah, put it down. So, the reason I've come back here is because I want to investigate how on earth do I get that item? And I can't even open this. Ooh. Well, I completely missed that. That was a bit silly. I mean, I think I came around here to do the drop down to here, the dragon. Well, you know, there you go. I don't think this is answering the question of the door, though. Oh, actually, yeah, here we go. Fucking arches. Yeah, can you see what this shows us? It's down there. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're right above the dragons. Nice. Nice. But this you can descend that. Oh, I guess I just haven't been down there. I see this game. Nice. Well, I'm glad I had a bit of an explore, because I thought that at the end of that boss, I might go back to the boss room, but I thought that that would be the way to descend back down and get to the roof here, but it didn't look like it. So I thought I might investigate. Yeah, probably want to play for a few more minutes. Pretty happy with that. Ooh, Knight's Ring. I think I've got both rings now that will allow me to boost up my strength and dex. Yeah, right. Well, I do need to go back down there to get that 90,000 souls. Oh, goodness. Um, no, this should be safe. This should be safe. I hope. I think these guys will just walk downstairs. Um, the question is, I don't think I should run for my souls. I think I should play it a bit safer. Alright, let's see. Not that I really need them. I think I have enough chunks to upgrade 2 other weapons to +9. I think I have another slab as well. And I also have an abundance of resins. I'm guessing that once I kill the great sword guy, I'll be able to get that door. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. I think I have another idea about how to get that door open. Okay, let's... Wow, that next one's killing me. Nice. I was mostly worried about the archers shooting me in the back. Normally I'd go for the archers first, but it seems dangerous. Okay, so we'll get our swords back. That's nice. But yeah, if you're just joining us, we just beat Lorien and Lothric. Probably have to do a, once I get to the end, I'll have to do a tier list of what my favorite bosses are. And I reckon they're going to rate pretty highly. I think of all the bosses so far, you know, like the really hard ones, Dancer, Pontiff, Nameless King, Gungear, shit. I don't think I really mastered the Lorien and Lothric fight to the degree, or learnt the fight to the degree I did those other ones. Which, you know, I've got to give it credit for. Because I think if I really wanted to take it a step further, I'd try and learn a bit better what the teleport tells are. I guess that is that door, actually. Yeah. It's not a mimic. Useless scale. Ooh, that's kind of cool. This is a covenant. Oh, nice. Sure. Okay. I wouldn't say that it's the hardest fight. I think that Dancer still takes that throne. And because this is a first playthrough, had to learn each of these boss fights from absolute bare bones while still being level 1, which is pretty intense. And as a result, I think that, you know, Dance was really hard to learn. Pontiff was hard to learn as well. The Nameless King, I think, probably comes in under Pontiff and Dancer as being hard to learn, and let's call it that rather than difficult. I just think that he's a bit Like, it's a really long fight. It was the longest fight so far. But actually, hold on. I think I just got the Cinders of Lord. I think I can place this because there was one more that I couldn't. Yeah, I don't think that Nameless King was as hard to learn as that fight just was. Let's see what happens here. I don't know if I've ever talked to this guy.
Unkindled are we, and fast on the trail of the lords absconded. Then these red eyes are for you. Use them to pillage embers and briefly heighten your strength for your duty. Whatever unkindled ash is good for. Pillage embers for brutal elsewhere.
Interesting. I don't know if I noticed him before. I think she's moved as well. Let's talk to her.
The five lords sit their 5 rows, all thanks to thee, most worthy of lords.
I think I'll have to talk to that guy now.
Passion one, with the lords as thy witness, bend thy knee afore the bonfire's coiled sword, and let the lords' embers acknowledge thee as their true heir, a true lord, fit to link the fire. Farewell, Ashen One. May the flame.
Alright, whatever. Keen to see what this is all about.
Noble lords of Cinder, the fire fades.
So I can't buy boss weapons anymore.
Go without thrones.
They're rough. Whoops.
Surrender your fires to the true heir.
Pretty incredible looking game. Very dramatic.
Let her grant death to the old gods of Lordrin, deliverers of the first flame.
The kiln of the first flame. Well, I wonder who's gonna be here, hey? Alright, here we go. Well, that's really quite nice, isn't it? That's quite something. A couple weekends ago, my brother and I did some painting, and that was the subject of my painting, the eclipsed sun, or the black hole sun, whatever. However you'd interpret that. Actually, I don't know what I just did there. There seem to be a lot of bonfires. I don't... What? What is that? Okay. Travel to Dreg Heap. Now, I think that might be the second DLC. The Ringed City. I think. But I mean, you know, may as well investigate while we're here. But yeah, I think this is most probably the final boss fight. And if it is, we're not going to take it seriously. We're going to do the DLC first. Ooh. Big damage. I think once we get to him, we'll probably have to think about rings. Most probably go... Do I have it? Yeah, Flamestone plate. Probably go, let's have a go. Go full damage, and if we need the extra DPS, we'll spec into a bit of, whatever the other flask's called, and use War Cries. Yeah, I do want to see if I can at least tank a little bit more of this. Okay, so it looks like all of his attacks aren't going to be too devastating. I think that was the one that killed us last time. Maybe. Is that a stagger? Alright. Well, I wouldn't expect to survive a, like a proper pole axing like that. Even the Lothric Knights, if they catch me at the end of their spear, I think it does like 3 or 4 hits. That's right. Interesting. So it looks like he has sort of like a weapon change. So maybe that wasn't a stagger animation. Maybe that was just his weapon change animation. Nice. We'll just go to Flameless Shrine. That's kind of cool. I'll have to explore that properly. It didn't look like there were too much more, but we'll see. I want to see if I can still buy boss stuff. Not it's useful, but still. No. Maybe we can talk to Sky's Cinders. I think he was the second one up. Huh. Nice. Oh shit. I think I just lost all my souls. Whoops. So, yeah, if you're joining us, one of the problems that I have that I've just neglected to fix for the entire run is that, why is that 0 souls? Is that what that means? Weird. Maybe I earned it already. Anyway, at the bottom right of my screen, there's a, just some mic info, and it's blocking where the souls are showing. So it has been a task to manage my souls. Ooh, slab. Might buy that. Let's see. I haven't really used any of my soul items, so... Okay. Probably try... the one 2 down from that. I suspect this will be like 5k. 8. I certainly need 2,000 more. Easy. Ooh. So I think next stream, what we'll do is we will prepare for Painted World. And what I want to do is have a look at maybe some different weapons to take there. So I would like a thrusting weapon. Like potentially the rapier. Probably go with like the rapier and I don't know if I want to, because I'd have to wear the Carthus milk ring to wield that, but the rapier is just a case of I'd probably actually use the Carthus milk ring for that as well, rather than the Dex ring, because the Carthus milk ring obscures the rolling as a bit of an, I don't know honestly if that's worth in PvE, I'm not sure, but yeah, probably the rapier, and I think either this or where is it? I think it was the Astora straight sword. I didn't realize I had a hand axe. That's kind of cool. Don't know if I'd be able to wield that, because it depends on whether or not it, the Night Ring round, whether two-handing rounds up or down. It's cool that I can actually use the spear. I reckon, like, I don't know what, I've heard that spears in the previous games can be quite good, because you can wield a shield with them and block whilst attacking. You'd have to wear the Night Ring. Yeah, I thought I had the Astora straight sword. Oh, there it is. That has a faith requirement. I don't know if I have anything to increase faith. Yeah, I'll do a bit of research and see if, for the DLC bosses, if anything is weak to thrust, and if so, probably, you know, just to figure out if this thing is worthwhile, and take this all the way up. This looks like it does magic, or frost, I think that is, actually, which is quite cool. And that'll be good too, because I'll have a frost weapon and a bleed weapon. So it's a nice mix. And strike as well. Alright, well, I gotta get to bed. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming on Sunday. And yeah, I'll throw a schedule up for that. It'll be Sunday morning. That'll be my time. I think that would be Saturday, like midnight or something like that if you're in America, potentially. Alright, well, we'll wrap it up there, and yeah, keen to put that DLC tag in the title. That'll be very exciting. And yeah, catch you in the next one.